What's up, my girlies? Welcome back to another video. As you can see, if y'all new here, you're just clicking onto this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are a girly, you already know the vibes. Welcome back to another makeup video. This is just my pretty in pink, sweet, soft girl aesthetic. I decided to play in some pink today. I got this really pretty, cute three-piece pajama set from Juicy Couture. I put it on and I was feeling so couture, so luxury, so beautiful. So I wanted to go ahead and create a look for all of my soft girls. So this is the look and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you like it. I put a lot of work, a lot of effort, and I will say so myself. This look is so freaking gorgeous, y'all. I just feel so beautiful. So if you are interested in learning how I got this beat, just keep on watching, and if you have any questions, don't forget to comment. Leave them in the comment section below. And again, ladies, enjoy this video. Bye. I'm gonna be starting off with my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. If you know, you know. I know you ladies see me use this primer before. This is my holy grail, and y'all, please do not skip this step. This step is super important. Since I've added it to my routine, I can't go without it. If you're like a girly like me and you're working 12, 10-hour shifts and you want your makeup to last, then you really need to invest in some primer. Then I'm going in with my M104 brush. This is just a brow brush that I got from Morphe. Basically, I'm just going to set my brows at this point, and I only set the bottom of my brows now. I used to do the top, and then I realized that it gives you like that halo effect. But if you are going to do the top of your brows, just make sure that you are using a shade that is the same color as your foundation. But if you're going to stick with the under the brow, then you want to make sure that you are using a shade 1 to 2 shades lighter. Definitely, I always make sure that the shade matches the concealer that's going to go around my eyes. So I usually use that shade for both my eyebrows and my under eye. But y'all, this is really how you're gonna get those brows to be defined. Don't worry about the initial drawing part of it. You'll be surprised because some concealer could do, okay? So now I'm going in with my Morphe M332 brush, and I'm just kind of buffing out the edges, just kind of making sure that there's no harsh lines. And I normally take that same brush and I go in with my base. My base is always a brown. Being a brown girly, you know, I just feel like it just gives fleshy, it gives skin tone, and it's honestly the perfect transition shade for my brown skin baddies. So that's why you always gonna see me going in with a brown shade first. Never fails. It's just my go-to combo right now. But once I get that settled to the way that I like it, I start buffing it out. I bring it up as high as I want. Also, you can bring it up as high as you want, as low as you want. It's your world, baby. It's makeup. Be creative. Do what makes you feel beautiful. And once I get that filled in, I'm then basically just going to go into my eyeshadows next. I'm going to be using the Morphe palette that you've seen me use in my last 2 videos. At this point, we is recycling makeup, y'all, because makeup is just super, super expensive. So I'm going to go in with this pink shade right here. This is going to be the first color I apply on my lid, and that's basically going to go over the base of the lid. I'm trying to cover the entire lid, and at this point I'm just pretty much packing it on with my Morphe packing brush, which was again in my last video. I'm not buffing anything out, I'm not blending anything out. At this moment I'm literally just getting the product on my eyelid. Once I got the right amount, then I'm gonna go in with my next brush, and I'm going to go in with the M383 Morphe brush, and that brush I'm going to kind of use to go to the inner corners, just because that brush is a lot smaller and it can get the precision and detail that I like. So I'm going to go in with the next color, which is going to be the last color, and I'm going to fill in the inner corners of my eye, and that color has some glitter in it. So that's gonna give me the glam that I'm looking for. So once I get the correct amount that I feel is comfortable on my brows, you already know you have to buff it out. You don't want any harsh lines, so make sure that your makeup is always buffed out. If you can't get it all buffed out now, you can always revisit it. I'm going back in with that same Morphe brush that I used to add the brown base color, and I'm just pretty much blending everything in. I'm making sure again that there's no harsh lines, and I'm making sure that everything looks nice and buffed out. Sometimes during this stage the color kind of get lost, so you may just have to go back in with your lightest color and go over it, and you honestly may have to keep doing that until you're satisfied with the color. We're gonna go in with our Born This Way Too Faced concealer in chestnut. Y'all, ever since I bought this concealer, ever since I bought this foundation, I have been addicted. Like, this is officially one of my favorite foundations. Again, with the Dior that I always use, it's just so hydrating and so luminous. I just love it. Like, I always make sure I take extra time on this step, because you got to understand, this is the base, this is the foundation of our makeup, and it's called foundation for a reason. We're going to be piling all of these concealers up on that foundation, so it's extremely important to make sure that you really have a great base. And now I'm going in with my first shade of concealer by Hourglass, and I'm just highlighting all of the areas that I want to be the focal point. Y'all, so why did I realize that this next concealer by One Size Beauty, which I love by the way, it is the exact same freaking color, and obviously I'm just now noticing that, but I still proceeded to apply it because I really just like the way this concealer moves. So I'm glad to know that it is the same color. I thought it was lighter, but now I know, like, I can just use it on the regular. But I absolutely freaking love that concealer, y'all. I love it. So in this case, you did not need to apply that one, but obviously I did it, but it's definitely not necessary. The point was to have a lighter concealer to make that under eye even brighter. But y'all, since that didn't work out, we're gonna proceed to blend. I'm blending again with my Morphe brush, and I typically don't use a small brush like this, but we just started using this brush, and I can honestly say that I do like the way it blends the concealer in. It doesn't make it disappear as fast. I just really love how thick it is after blending with this brush, and I really love the precision that it gives me around the nose area, the upper lip area, and definitely the forehead. So at this point, I'm just blending, blending, blending. This part is extremely important because this is that focal area. This is that highlighted area that I was telling you about. And it's super important that this part is blended to perfection, okay? Don't beat yourself up now, girls. But as close to perfect as you can get it, this step is extremely important. So that's why you're going to see me take a little bit more time with this concealer part. So pretty much what I'm doing is just blending, 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 and getting it in the place that I need it to be before I actually go ahead and set it. So again, I'm going to let this run a little bit longer because I don't know about y'all, but when I be watching the makeup girlies, this part is soothing AF, okay? And I just love watching it. So I'm gonna leave a little bit in there for the makeup girlies, and hopefully y'all enjoy it too. It seemed like I get so much, I don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but you're so fucking whack. Always get caught up in love, but now you done with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now flexing on my exes and my model legs. Pretty little, skinny, little bitty body model legs. Some of y'all ain't never had no real bitch and it shows. Y'all, this liquid concealer from Rare Beauty has my heart. Like, I'm very new to being a liquid girl. I am a powder girl, and every step of my makeup routine is legit powder. If it wasn't foundation or concealer, now I am stepping into the liquid phase, and I must say, I do like it. I do love this contour, and I love how it blends. I think it blends very well. It's a little bit on the cooler side for me. The tone, I would have liked it to be a lot warmer, but it's definitely not a problem with this because it is liquid, and the way that it blends, it's just amazing. It's so lightweight and so amazing. And I think that this is one of the products that I'm falling in love with. And Rare Beauty, I just want to say you really did your big one with this. I really, really, really love it. You see how well that just blends in? It blends in so amazing. And if it's dark, don't worry about it, girls. Y'all could just keep going in until you get it to your liking, until you get it to your perfection, okay? I really love this Morphe blush for blending in this concealer. It's absolutely gorgeous. Do y'all see how well that just blends in? Like, look what it does to my face. It just blends so well, y'all. If you don't have one, you gotta get you one. Yo, I'm just so proud of myself for trying out new things. Look at your girl going in with her liquid blush. I got this liquid blush by Urban Decay. It was actually a part of a PR package that I got about a year ago, and I absolutely love it. I'm going to be going in with two shades today. Both are pink. One just has way more pigmentation. So I'm going to start off with the one that's not as pigmented. Oh my god, y'all, I'm losing my words. And it's the Hydro Manic blush in the shade Wrecked. And then I'm gonna go in with the second color, which is a lot more pigmented, and that shade is called Dripping. As you can see, it's so gorgeous. Look how pink that is. It's just so pink and so girly. I love it. So basically, I'm gonna just mix these two colors together and see what I can come up with. And as I'm blending, I'm like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. But I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit scary because when you're blending all of these liquids in, it's so important that you get everything to mesh and blend well. And I feel like I've done a lot more blending than normal. And normally, because I'm a powder based girl, I don't blend as much. You see how much I have to go back in and blend. So if you decide that you want to switch over to being a liquid girly, just know your blending is gonna add some more time to your makeup routine. So if you want a quick ready to go makeup look, then I would just stick with the powder. But if you got time, use the liquid, because as you can see, you have to set anything that you use liquid, you have to set with powder. So before I go in with my One Size Beauty setting powder for my under my eye, I'm just pretty much gonna go in and make sure that I set my face and make sure that I brush and blend that concealer, because if you have any creases, when you set it, you're gonna have creases. So you wanna make sure you buff out all of those creases before you put your powder on. And now that all of those creases are out, I feel like I have a clean slate. I'm going in with my Ultra Pink setting powder, and I love this powder. So now I'm gonna go in with my MAC Studio Fix setting powder. This is in the shade NW45, and basically this color is similar to my foundation, which is why you're seeing me put it over all of the places I put the foundation. I have that same Studio Fix powder in a lighter shade, and that shade I normally use for under eyes. So because I wanted it to be really bright and that other concealer wasn't as brightening, I just went ahead and went in with the powder to make sure that it was extra bright. Now we're gonna go in with the pressed powder, and I already can tell the difference. I can already tell how fine it is. You see no cracks, no creases? Yes, ladies, that's how we want our concealer to look, okay? So basically, I'm just putting it in all the same areas that I went ahead and put the loose powder in. So remember when I said you have to set everything that was liquid? So we are now setting that Rare Beauty liquid foundation or concealer that we use. I got my words all mixed up today. But basically I'm going in with the brown powder just to go ahead and set that liquid concealer. Taking that same pressed powder, and I'm just going right underneath my cheekbone just to kind of define that area. I used to use a loose powder, but I've been doing some research and I've been watching the YouTube girlies, and I saw this one girl who used the pressed powder, and honestly I like that better. It's a little bit harder to blend, as you can see, but I love it because it's not choppy. It's not like, I don't know, this is the new tea. And if you haven't tried the pressed powder under the cheekbone, then now's the time to start incorporating that into your routine. I think you're gonna love it because I freaking love it. I could just feel the end coming, y'all. I'm back underneath the eye, just adding some of that same eyeshadow to the under eye part. And then I'm gonna go in with some mascara. I typically also like to go in with a black liner. I'm not sure if I did or did not, but I probably did and didn't film it. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go in with some mascara on the under eye, and then I'm also gonna go ahead and put some mascara on my real lashes. And we're gonna take a break and put some lashes on. And when I come back, that girl, oh my god, that girl, that girl, that girl. I can leave it like this, but why stop here? Let's add some more color to this face, and I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place Duo Blush Palette, and I'm going in these two shades, starting with the lighter, ending with the lighter, and just going ahead and dapping that in to my cheekbone area. And y'all, this Morphe brush is my freaking favorite brush. It's definitely my favorite out of that package. For real, for real. I love this blush brush. Now we're gonna go in with some highlighter by our girl Riri. And if you know, you know. Rihanna, she has the best highlighters. Argue with your mama, because I'm telling you, Rihanna has the best highlighters. All the girls ask me what highlighter I use, and it never fails. It's always Rihanna. Okay? Period. Oh my goodness, that girl is cute. Now, if you made it to this part, y'all, this is the absolute best part. This is my favorite part, okay? We're going to go in with the matte combo. This is going to be a two-step lip combo. I'm not going to complicate it for you, ladies. We're going to go in with that MAC lip liner, that chestnut, my favorite. That girl, yes, you need her, period. We're going to go in with her. Get those lips lined. I usually overline. I like a little exaggerated, bigger lip effect without having to actually go and get the bigger lips. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little bit of overlining, and that's okay. It's your preference. You can choose what you want. And y'all, I just love the way that this pencil just glides on. I just love the wear of it, and I just love how beautiful it looks with my skin tone. So now we're gonna go in with the MAC lipstick that I just bought, and that is in the shade Flesh Pot. It is actually MAC's new nude collection. It's one of the shades, and if you haven't tapped into that new collection, you definitely need to stop by your closest MAC and go ahead and check it out, because it was so many colors and clearly I could not buy them all. I settled with 2, and every day I think about going back to get more. Like, look at that girl. Look how gorgeous. She's just so pretty. Like, whenever you could find a pink that's just so pretty for black women, it's like, what? Like, I don't ever want to use all of this. Like, I need 10 of them. Give me 10 of them. So, you know, we can't do all that hard work and not set the face. We've got to set the face. We've got to make sure that this makeup look stays. And I hope you girls enjoyed this makeup video. If you do have any questions, make sure you leave it in the comment box below. I will answer any questions you have. Make sure you leave me a comment. What do you think about this look? Like, would you try it?